Good morning, everyone. Okay, we'll start. Should we wait for anyone? Are they coming? 5 minutes. 5 minutes is too late. Okay, we'll start. So recently a port was in news. Okay. I will do a small topic first before they come. So the port is in news. That's called Vijayanagar Seaport. Okay, we can do about that. This has become India's first deep water port, deep water transshipment port. Okay, this is located in Kerala. So we'll do that, and also we will do today. We'll pick up another important topic. What happened? Okay, we'll do that, and also we'll do water dispute between Punjab and Haryana. ಹರಿಯಾಣ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ನಡುವೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವಾಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ waters of Satluj and Bias river. So we'll do that, and another important topic that we'll be picking up today would be related to we'll do a species today called Nilgiri Thar. Okay, so we'll do this first three topics. First topic I want to pick up is, let us discuss this first, water sharing dispute between Punjab and Haryana. Later on we'll shift to the second topic, that is Vijayanagar Seaport in Kerala. Before that we'll do this water sharing dispute between Punjab and Haryana. Punjab and Haryana, once they were together, right? So they were separated later on. Haryana was created as a new state. Do any of you remember, if you have read the basics, quality ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ? Punjab and Haryana were once together. There was no separate state called Haryana. There was only Punjab. So Haryana separated from Punjab in 1966. Okay, Haryana separated from Punjab in 1966. Okay, after Haryana separated from Punjab, there was some agreement related to sharing of waters. Okay, sharing of waters between Punjab and Haryana, river waters. Earlier there was only one state, hence there is no requirement of sharing waters and all of rivers of Bias and Satluj. ಈ ಎರಡು ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ವಾಸ್ ಬೈಫರ್ಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಹರಿಯಾಣ as a separate state, many rivers flow in Punjab, and Haryana is relatively water deficit region compared to Punjab. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Compared to Punjab, Haryana is relatively water deficit. Okay, so ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನ್ ಆಗೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೇ, ಆರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರಿಯಾಣ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್, ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೇ ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹರಿಯಾಣ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಡುವೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ Bias river water and the Satluj river water, right? To fulfill that agreement, some of the projects were undertaken. Some of the projects they include Bias projects, andre Bias and Satluj project, and Satluj and Yamuna link project. Okay, so Bias and Satluj link project, and let me revise it again. Everybody, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ careful ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. So you know that Bias river and Satluj river. Bias river originates in Bias Kund, Himachal Pradesh, whereas Satluj river originates from Kailash range in China or Tibet. Okay. So these two rivers flow in Punjab. Okay, flow in Punjab, and they meet at a place called Harike. Which is also located in Punjab. Okay. Now there is this Haryana. Consider this is the boundary. This is Punjab and this is Haryana. Okay. Now Haryana was created as a separate state. During that time, when Haryana got separated from Punjab, in which year? 1966. Okay, so this was created by Punjab Reorganization Act 1966. Which act? Punjab Reorganization Act 1966 created a new state called Haryana. Okay, and in the background you also know that there is this Satluj River on the dam ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ in Punjab. Which dam is this? Bhakra Bhakra Dam, Bhakra Nangal Dam or Bhakra Dam. This is at the border of Himachal Pradesh and Punjab. Okay. Now Haryana is water deficit here. The new state Haryana is water deficit. So to fulfill the need of water for the state of Haryana, Punjab and Haryana governments have come to an agreement. Okay. So with an agreement, under that agreement, Punjab government has agreed. Okay, Punjab government has agreed to share river waters with Haryana. Okay, how? By completing certain projects. Like there is Yamuna River here. Yamuna River flows, right? Yamuna River is also there. Yeah. Okay, after this reorganization, certain projects started to share the water from Punjab to Haryana. Those projects include, this is Bias River, right? This is Satluj River, and this is, you can say, Yamuna River. So projects included linking Bias and Satluj and Yamuna. You can see certain. Okay, so basically those projects include building canals to link these rivers. Okay, so in these during the linkages, you can see the Punjab can also share water with the Haryana. That was the agreement. Okay, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So those projects included Bias project, Bias Satluj project, Bias Satluj project. This project is to link Bias River and Satluj River. Okay, and there is also this Satluj and Yamuna project. This is to link rivers of Satluj and Yamuna. Okay, with if the projects are if these projects get completed, Haryana will get waters from Punjab. Okay, but initially Punjab agreed to construct these projects, right? Initially Punjab agreed to construct these projects, be part of this project, but later on Punjab stepped back from these projects. That means Punjab is denying sharing of waters to Haryana. That is why dispute has arisen. Got some brief idea? So what? Let me repeat it. Okay, let me repeat it for those who have joined late. We are doing this first topic. First topic is this Punjab and Haryana water dispute. Punjab and Haryana water sharing dispute. This, as a background to this, I have told you that initially there was only one state called Punjab. In 1966, Punjab was bifurcated to create a new state called Haryana. When the new state was created, Haryana became a water deficit region because most of the rivers flow in Punjab. Okay, to share the water Haryana from Punjab, both the states have come to an agreement during the partition only, during the bifurcation only. Right? Bifurcation time alle ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಗಳು ಒಂದು agreement ಗೆ ಬಂತು. Okay, under that agreement, both the states have agreed to create certain projects. Those projects include Bias Satluj projects 1 and 2 and 3 project idave, and Satluj Yamuna project. Okay, so with the construction of these projects, Punjab can share waters with the Haryana. This was the agreement. But later on, what happened? Punjab stepped back from these agreements. So now Haryana wants water, but Punjab is not ready to share because Punjab is not completing these projects, especially Samana, Sutlej and Yamuna link project. Sutlej Yamuna link ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಹರಿಯಾಣ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹರಿಯಾಣ ಸೈಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕೆನಾಲ್, ಬಟ್ ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, so with this recent news is that there is something called Bhakra Bias Management Board. ಏನಿದೆ? There is one management board called Bhakra Bias Management Board. This board was also created in 1966 during the partition. ಈ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಇದನ್ನ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 1966 ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ರಿಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ, ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ themselves separate and create themselves as new states? Yes, sir. So there is this, see how in this example I have told you that Haryana was created as a new state, which was earlier part of Punjab, right? How did this happen? Is it done by states themselves? The Punjab itself has bifurcated itself to create Haryana? Or is it Parliament which creates new states? Have you read polity? There is this Article 3, Article 1, Article 2, Article 3. Article number 3 ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? It's only Parliament, okay, which has authority to create new states, to change the boundaries of the state, to change the names of the state. ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Only Parliament. So Parliament has passed something called Punjab Reorganization Act. ಏನದು? Punjab Reorganization Act of 1966. With the enactment of this act, so inside also try to understand this Article 3 side ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Article 3 ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ? It's only Parliament which has, which is authorized to create or modify the states, to change the area of the state, to change the boundaries of the state. Okay, it is only Parliament which can does that. Understanding this? So Parliament has enacted this Punjab Reorganization Act of 1966 to create a new state of Haryana by separating it from Punjab. Understood the issue? Okay, during this time, Bhakra Bias Management Board was also created. The new board was established. Now tell me, what could be the responsibilities of this? What could be the responsibility of this board? What could be the responsibility of this board? Bhakra is what? Bhakra Dam, okay, which is situated in Punjab and Himachal Pradesh border. Bhakra Dam and Bias River Management Board, so that these dam projects can be overseen, administered, the operations of the dam, and also it would also oversee the water sharing with the Haryana by overseeing these projects, basically to complete these projects. Bias Sutlej project. Understanding this? So this board recently current affairs ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಸದ್ಯ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದು, Bhakra Bias Management Board has ordered release of 4,500 cusecs of water to Haryana. Recently ಈ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಏನಂತ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ? ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ಅವರು 4,500 cusecs ವಾಟರ್ ನ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು? Punjab need to share 4,500 cusecs of water to Haryana. Now Punjab government is opposing this order from this board. Okay, so that's the news. So what is this? What is this board? This board is created under Punjab Reorganization Act. Why? To administer and maintain the operations of Bhakra Dam and also these important projects, especially Bias Atlas project. Okay. So Bhakra Nangal Dam in the ಎಲ್ಲ states ಗೆ water supply ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Punjab, Haryana, including Himachal Pradesh, Delhi, Chandigarh, and even Rajasthan. ಎಲ್ಲ states ಗಳಿಗೆ water share ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, water supply ಆಗುತ್ತೆ from Bhakra Dam. So it is this board called Bhakra BS Management Board which oversees all of that water sharing. Understanding this? So recently, because of this dispute, this Punjab, the management board, Bhakra BS Management Board, has ordered release of additional 4,500 cusecs water to Punjab, to Haryana. Okay. So recently, Punjab government has moved a resolution. In state assembly, opposing this decision by management board. Got the issue? Let us also study some of the basics of related to this. We'll study some of the constitutional framework which talk about or which deal about the sharing of water between the states. Let me ask you, there is something called state list, union list, concurrent list. All of you know that. So this list, andre, what is this list related to? Sharing of powers. This is related to sharing of powers. Like police, for example, police, law and order is a subject mentioned in which list? State list or union list? It's in state list. It's the responsibility of the state to maintain law and order in a state. Okay, law and order is not a subject of central government. Union, it's not a subject of union government. Okay, for defense, central government. Banking, central government, like that. Okay, agriculture, state government. Okay, so like that. There is another subject, like one of the subjects, like water supply, irrigation, canals. These subjects should they be in state list or union list? These subjects like water supply, irrigation, canals, states. Okay, so now we are talking about this projects, right? What kind of projects? We're talking about this BIAS Atlas project, Atlas Yamuna project. Okay, so this project should be undertaken by states. Within a state, it is the responsibility of this. If there is a subject called interstate rivers and development of interstate rivers and river valleys, development of interstate rivers, that should be state list. That should be under state list or central list. If it is within the state, it's the response. See, within the state, it is responsibility of the states to carry out water supply, building canals, etc. within the state. But if there is interstate river, okay, an interstate river should be developed so that the for example, building a dam, okay, on an interstate river, and the water supply of that dam will go to many states. Then should such projects be under state government? Guess it. Interstate rivers, where not only one state is involved, many states are. For example, Bhakra Dam. I've just told you that the water from Bhakra Dam would be released, would be supplied not only to Punjab or Haryana or Himachal Pradesh, that would also be separate to Haryana, Delhi, Chandigarh, Rajasthan, right? So is it not an interstate river water project? Okay, such project should be undertaken by commonsensically central government, because not one state is involved here. Okay, so write down this. So entry 17 of state list. State list ಅಲ್ಲಿ entry 17. 17ನೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ subject state list ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Entry 17 of state list. Entry 17 of state list. Empower states on matters empowers states on matters yes related to related to water supply, water supply, irrigation, canals, drainage, etc. Okay, next. Entry 56. Entry 56 of Union List. Entry 56 of Union List. Empowers central government and empowers union, empowers union, empowers union for the regulation and development of interstate rivers. For the regulation and development of interstate rivers. Okay, the regulation and development of interstate rivers. So now you know that it is central government which has to regulate, and develop interstate rivers. Interstate rivers ಏನೇ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರಲಿ ಯಾರು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು is us, central government. For that reason, central government has enacted an act. ಇದನ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ central government has enacted an act in 1956 that is called River Boards Act. Okay, so you can write down. So River Boards Act ಅಂತ enact ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಯಾವ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Which year? 1956. Everyone following me? So what would be the function of River Boards Act? What this act would be dealing about? This act empowers central government to establish river boards whenever it wants to, whenever it feels right. For example, in this case, in 1966, we have seen that under this Punjab reorganization 1966, this board has been established. Okay. So the power, what is the constitutional provision for this? Because in entry 56 of Union List gives central government the power to regulate and develop interstate rivers. For that reason, central government has already enacted an act called River Boards Act. So that act, under that act, central government may establish or can establish river boards, interstate river boards. Okay, whenever it feels right. Okay. What would the function of this? River boards? The function of these river boards would be to regulate and develop interstate rivers and also advise the states for the regulation and development of that rivers. Okay, understood this? So this is an example. You know the background now. The background is that the basic background is this: in Constitution, the power to develop interstate rivers has been given in State Union List. To implement this, central government has enacted River Boards Act. Under this act, central government can establish any board for the development of interstate rivers. And one such example is this particular example that we're talking about, that is Bhakra BS Management Board. This is an example for interstate river board. Okay. So there is one more provision in the Constitution that deals about in case of disputes in water sharing between two states. Entry 17 of State List talks about empowering states on matters related to water supply, irrigation, etc. within the state. Union List entry 56 talks about regulation development of interstate rivers. Now, in case of disputes of water sharing between two states, like for example, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, right? There is Kaveri water dispute, right? To share Kaveri water. So in such case, Who has authority? To resolve this interstate, generally, this is a federal issue, isn't it? Federal issue. Federal issue under where there is dispute between states and states or central government and state government. So in federal states, it's the Supreme Court which has the original jurisdiction. You know that? In all federal disputes, generally, it is Supreme Court which has original jurisdiction. But except in one thing, except what that one thing is related to, if the dispute is related to sharing of waters, then Supreme Court does not have original jurisdiction. In case there is an issue of sharing of water between two states, if there is river water dispute between two states, it is the parliament which has authority, which can resolve the disputes between two states. Okay, so parliament can exclude courts, Supreme Court altogether. Okay, parliament can tell the Supreme Court not to interfere in this dispute. Okay, so such a power to parliament has been given under Article 262. Which article? So when you go and read your polity basics, you should again remember this article. Okay, what is this Article 262? Under Article 262, Parliament can make laws to resolve disputes over interstate river water. So write on this. Article 262. ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? Parliament can make laws. Parliament can make laws to resolve disputes. To resolve disputes over interstate river waters. Article 262 ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನೆನಪಿರುತ್ತಾ? ಏನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ? It is Parliament, right? Parliament can make laws to resolve disputes over interstate river waters. Interstate river waters. Okay. So for this reason, now it is the responsibility of the Parliament to resolve any disputes between two states regarding sharing of river waters. So for that reason, as a general law, Parliament has enacted one act in same year 1956, that is Interstate River Water Disputes. What is the name of this act? Interstate River Waters Disputes Act. Interstate River Water Disputes Act. Interstate River Waters Disputes Act of which year? 1956. So in 1956, Parliament has enacted two laws. One act is called this River Boards Act of 1956. Under River Boards Act of 1956, Parliament can establish interstate river boards for the development of interstate rivers. Understanding this? For the development and regulation of interstate rivers. And this act, Interstate River Water Dispute Act, empowers central government. This is related to disputes, not for development or regulation. This is for dispute resolution. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎರಡನೇ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ರಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ರಿವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್? Okay, that is under this act. Yeah, I will tell you. Write down under this. Now we'll get to know. Let me explain this first. So, central government or Parliament has enacted this act, 1956 Interstate River Water Disputes Act. This act tells that in case of dispute between two states, central government can establish tribunals. Whenever there is dispute, central government will establish a tribunal. For example, there is dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu over sharing of Kaveri river water. Okay. So central government Parliament has established a tribunal, Kaveri Water Tribunal. Kaveri Tribunal establish ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Parliament ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Okay. Not Parliament, central government ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Government ಮಾಡಿದೆ. But central government power ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? Interstate River Water Disputes Act of 1956. This act tells that, write down, it empowers central government. It empowers central government to set up a water dispute tribunal. A water dispute tribunal if the issue can't be resolved, if the issue can't be resolved through negotiations, through negotiations. Through negotiations. Hopefully, you have understood comprehensively about how interstate rivers are regulated and how the disputes are resolved. Basics. ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಹೇಳಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಎರಡು ಇಂಟರ್ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಇಂಟರ್ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಇಂಟರ್ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ರಿವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಆ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಂದ ವಾಟರ್ 2-3 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 1 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೆ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾರು? ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ interstate river water development is responsibility of central government. Within a state, water supply, irrigation, canals, drainage, this is subject of state government. Correct? If water supply ultimately our responsibility, state government. Central government responsibility ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಏನದು? Interstate river development. Okay. For example, Bhakra Dam, ಪಾಂಗ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಏನೊಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಿಯಾಸ್ ರಿವರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಪಾಂಗ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್. ಪಾಂಗ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಪಾಂಗ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್. ಭಾಕ್ರಾ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎಟ್ ದಿ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹರಿಯಾಣ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸಾರಿ, ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹಿಮಾಚಲ್ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್. ಭಾಕ್ರಾ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್, ಭಾಕ್ರಾ ಅಂಡ್ ನಂಗಲ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್, ಭಾಕ್ರಾ ನಂಗಲ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್. ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಅನದರ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪಾಂಗ್. ಪಾಂಗ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಮಾಚಲ್ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್. ಈ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಯಾವ ಬೋರ್ಡು? Bhakra BS Management Board. It will also oversee Pong Dam. Apart from Bhakra Dam, ಕೂಡ oversee ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ it also maintains and operates Pong Dam also. So just for your Pong Dam ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಮಾಚಲ್ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್ ಅಂತ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Any doubts? No doubts. Let me shift to another topic. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ, ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದು? ವಿಜಿಂಜಮ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ವಿಜಿಂಜಾಮ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಾ? ವಿಜಿಂಜಾಮ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಜಿಂಜಾಮ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್? ಎಸ್, just see the location and some of the important points to this port. It's a new port inaugurated recently. This has become India's deepest transshipment port. Deepest. Okay. Vijayanagar port. This is located near, in Thiruvananthapuram. It could have also named as Thiruvananthapuram port. Okay. But they have named it as Vijayanagar International Seaport. Okay. Located in Vizhinjam, Kerala. This is, let me show you in map. Vizhinjam port. Yes, can you see this Vizhinjam port here? Is it visible? Online students, okay. For you, this is the Vizhinjam port. Okay, near Thiruvananthapuram. Have you seen the location? I've seen the location. We'll see some of the details of it. So recently, this Vizhinjam International Deep Water Multi-Purpose Seaport. The official name is what? This is long. Write down this. Vizhinjam. Write down the spellings. It has been given here. VIZHI. VIZHI. NJAM. Vizhinjam International Deep Water Multi-Purpose Seaport. Some of the features of this port we will see. Most important features only. Recently inaugurated on May 2, 2025. On few days back. Inaugurated by Prime Minister on May 2, 2005. So this is artificially very deep. A port ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, naturally deep ಇದೆ ಅದು. That's an advantage. When a port is deep, docking is easy. Large containers can dock easily. So it is first deep water, like naturally deep water ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we say it is features ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, some of the important features of this port. First deep water transshipment port. India's first deep water transshipment port. Which involves transferring goods from one ship to another ship. Transshipment. Okay. So India's first deep water transshipment port. So this is located near major international shipping route. Europe in the India's first deep water transshipment port. Yeah, what is that? ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. Explanation. Transshipment meaning ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, where cargo can be transported from one ship to another ship. Okay, from one vessel ಅಂದ್ರೆ one ship ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ship ಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಶಿಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ that's the meaning of transshipment. So which involves physical unloading of the vehicle and again loading it into different ship. One ship ಇಂದ ಅನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಶಿಪ್ಗೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಯರ್ ಬೈ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಇಂದ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫೈನಲ್ ಡೆಸ್ಟಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಬಹುದು. So this facility is available, hence it is India's first deep water transshipment port, which is located near that international, you can see international shipping route ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. So very nearby, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, this ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆಯಾ, ಅದು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಶಿಪ್ ರೂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಯರ್ ಬೈ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ರೂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಜಿಂಜಾಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಟು ಒಂದು ಹೈವೇ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಒಂದು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಹೈವೇ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ. ಆ ಹೈವೇ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ದೊಂದು ಒಂದು ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಊರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೈವೇ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ತರ similar to that, there is this international ship route where this route is used by ships internationally for transferring goods. Okay, so this Vijayanagar port is located very close to that international route, correct? Hence this is an advantage for us, right? It's an advantage for us because many ships they can use this as a transshipment route. They can come here, unload it, and that will increase our trade capacity. So write down, it is strategically located near major international shipping route. Strategically located near major international shipping routes. Advantage of this port ಏನಂದ್ರೆ it is naturally deep there. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ? It is naturally deep. Okay, so the port has natural depth advantage. The port has natural depth advantage. The port has natural depth advantage. ನೋಡಿ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಶಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ವರ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಅದರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಶಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಶಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ usually is done to transfer goods from for longer distances. Okay, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಶಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಲಾಂಗರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಶಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಜನರಲಿ. ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ವಿ ವರ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಅದರ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕೊಲಂಬೋ ಪೋರ್ಟ್, ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಶಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ನೌ ವಿಜಿಂಜಮ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್, ಏನಿದೆ ಏನ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ? Listen, I'm telling you an important point. Now transshipment facilities are created in India only with the inauguration of this Vijayanagar port. Now we are not dependent on other countries for transshipment process. So with this we can save cost. Understanding this? So this is one of the importance of this project, of this port. Cost savings. Another feature, feature or whatever, general points about this. By handling transshipment domestically, by handling transshipment domestically, India is projected to save approximately 200 to 220 millions annually. Dollars, approximately USD 200 to 220 millions annually. ಅಷ್ಟು ಮನಿ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Next, another feature is one more important point. It is India's first semi-automated port. What is this? Why are we calling it automated port? First, write down this. Vijayanagar is India's first what? Semi-automated port. Why are we calling it semi-automated? Why are we calling it semi-automated? Because we are using modern technologies like artificial intelligence for vessel traffic management, for enhancing operational efficiency, okay, for controlling goods. All of that we are using very modern technologies, especially artificial intelligence use ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Hence we say it's for semi-automated port. Featuring AI powered vessel traffic management. Featuring AI powered vessel traffic management. ಸೊ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಶಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಕರೆಂಟ್ಲಿ 75% ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಶಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಂತೆ? ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಶಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಕೊಲಂಬೋ ಪೋರ್ಟು, ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಪೋರ್ಟು, ಇವೆರಡು ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಡೊಮೆಸ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಓನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಶಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇವ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, it's a big step, big achievement for India, one of the biggest achievements in terms of port development. Okay, and this is developed in PPP. It is a PPP project. That means public private partnership. Okay, so this Adani is involved here. So you can write it's a PPP developed. It is developed under PPP model. PPP model ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? Public and private model, public private project model. The port is operated by Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone Limited, APSEZ. The port is managed by APSEZ. Adani Port and Special Economic Zone Limited. Okay, this is enough for this. Some of the important points that they can ask in prelims you have learned. Okay, and I told you it has natural depth of something 24 meters. I know the natural depth. That depth is not important, but it is deep water. So that deep water ಇದ್ದಾಗ, natural deep ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಡ್ರೆಡ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಡೀಪ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Usually port build ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ dredging is very important, cumbersome task where they have to dredge the seabed so that it becomes deep. Large containers can be dodged there, okay, or docked there, okay. Uh, but it has natural depth. The reason is, that generally west coast is deep. Indiaದಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಡೀಪ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡೀಪ್ ಇದೆ. ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಡೀಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಮೇಜರ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಬಟ್ ಆನ್ ಅ ಬ್ರಾಡರ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೀಪ್. ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೀಪ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಬ್ಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಬ್ಮರ್ಜ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್. ಈಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್. ನೋಡಿ, ವಿಜಿಂಜಾಮ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿದು. ಏನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಬ್ಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್, ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಳುಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಈ ತರ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್. ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಳುಗೋಗಿದೆ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ನೌ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡೆಪ್ತ್? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಇದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದು ಇದು ಕೆಳಗ್ ಟಿಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮುಳುಗೋದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಈ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? Hence it is more deeper. It is submerged coast. And western coast is emerged. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಎದ್ದಿರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇದು ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ತರ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? Hence western coast is, hence eastern coast is emerged coast where natural depth is not available. Next topic ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, given already a list of topic. Nilgiri Thar, it's one of the species, okay. Nilgiri Thar. Nilgiri Thar, what is this? Nilgiri. So recently the current affairs ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, this Coimbatore Forest Division in Tamil Nadu has given us this data that in recent periods, according to the recent data which is done in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, the population of this species is kind of increasing. Otherwise, its population all these years was declining. Okay, but still it is an endangered species. IUCN status ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ನೆನ್ನೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. ಈ ತರ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಪೀಸಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ IUCN ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. IUCN ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಥ್ರೆಟನ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ನಾನ್ ಥ್ರೆಟನ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಹೇಳಿ, ಅದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಇನಫ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್. ನೆನಪಿಲ್ವಾ? ನೋ ರಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್, ನಥಿಂಗ್. Laziness is as it speak. This will not work. Least concern, near threatened. How will you face the competition? There are many people who are like have that rage to clear exam. They're doing extensive studies. Least concern, near threatened. Next up, threatened category. Nothing. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲೇನೂ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೇನ ಬರೆಯೋದು ನಾನು. Vulnerable, endangered, critically endangered, then extinct, extinct in wild first, then extinct, total extinct. ಇದು ಬರ್ಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ತಾನೆ? ಸೊ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆದಂಗೆ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ? IUCN. What is this called? Red list. Red list data ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ. Okay, that book is called Red Data Book. Red Data Book. Okay, Nilgiri Thar is placed under. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಒಂದು ಟರ್ಟಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ನೆನಪಿದ್ಯಾ? ರೆಡ್ ಕ್ರೌನ್ ರೂಫ್ಡ್ ಟರ್ಟಲ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಅದು? ಗಂಗಾ ರಿವರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? Yes, earlier it used to be like its habitat used to be Ganga River. but now it is seen only in Chambal River, Chambal Ghadial Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, ಅದು ಯಾವ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಲಿ ಇತ್ತು? ಐಯುಸಿಎನ್ ಯಾವ ಐಯುಸಿಎನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅದು? ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲಿ ಎಂಡೇಂಜರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ Nilgiri tar, coming to Nilgiri tar, its IUCN status is endangered. It's an endangered species. Okay. It is, and what another thing is, another point is, it is an endemic. It is endemic to Western Ghats. It's endemic to Western Ghats, especially Nilgiri region. Nilgiri region ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಜನರಲಿ Nilgiri? Nilgiri region ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Tamil Nadu. Okay, Nilgiri is in Tamil Nadu. It is at the tri-junction, like borders of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka. But Nilgiri is exactly is in Tamil Nadu. Okay, if they ask you one state, you should say it's Tamil Nadu. But in other parts of Western Ghats also it's available. Not only Nilgiri, even ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ಕನ್ಯಾಕುಮಾರಿ ಹಿಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಳನಿ ಹಿಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ Nilgiri tar ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ Nilgiri ಹಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಇದನ್ನ ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಘಾಟ್ಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ Nilgiri tar is endemic to Western Ghats. Nilgiri tar is endemic to Western Ghats. What does it mean? Endemic species ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Western Ghats, bracket ಅಲ್ಲಿ mainly Nilgiri hills. Nilgiri hills. What is endemic? What is endemism? ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ರು? ಎಂಡೆಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Endemic to Western Ghats. That means yes, it is found only in Western Ghats. ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ. ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪೀಸಿಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? ಎಂಡೆಮಿಕ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸಿಸ್. ಎಂಡೆಮಿಕ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸಿಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the species which are available only in particular region of the world. So endemism andre you should ask endemic to which region? Endemic to Western Ghats only. Okay, and it's a mountain ungulate. Ungulate andre goat species. Goat ಒಂದು ಮೇಕೆ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ. ಗೋಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? It has this ಹೂಡ್ ಕಾವ್ಸ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಪಾದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪೀಸಿ ಅಂಗುಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಗೋಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಅಂಗುಲೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸೌತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಅಂಗುಲೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೌತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, southern India. Okay, and thrive in shola grasses, shola grassland. What is shola grassland? ಹೇಳಿದರ shola grassland? ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ರು ನೋಡಿ. ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶೋಲಾ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಕೇಳಿಲಿ, ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಘಾಟ್ಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಈಗ Nilgiri ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಶೋಲಾ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಶೋಲಾ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ತರ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, this is mountain part, isn't it so? This is valley part, this is mountain part. ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನದಿ ಹರಿತಾ ಇದೆ. ವ್ಯಾಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನದಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತೇವಾಂಶ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಇದು ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, this is forest area. In between there is this grassland. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಗ್ರಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಮೇನ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲೀಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಂಥ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಶೋಲಾ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್ grasslands alva, mountain grasslands. These are called shola grasslands. Shola grasslands. So shola grasslands are high mountain grasslands. Mountain grasslands which are intermittent. Okay, and shola forests are also high mountain forest, which the forest which has developed in the valley regions of the high mountains. Okay, which are intercepted by grasslands in between. Okay, so Nilgiri Thar is a species which thrives on this grasslands. ಈ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ನ ತಿನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬದುಕುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಅದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಶೋಲಾ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರಾಸಸ್ ನ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ತಿನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಗೋಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಬಟ್ ಈ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೇಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೇಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇನ್ ಈ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹಾಳಾಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಜನ ತುಂಬಾ ದನ ಕರುಗಳನ್ನ ತಂದು ಓವರ್ ಗ್ರೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓವರ್ ಗ್ರೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಗ್ರೇಸಿಂಗ್? ಬ್ರಿಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಸ್ and feeding the cattle with these grasses. Okay, so overgrazing, habitat loss, and urbanization, rest of the threats you can see. So write down threats to this species. What are the threats? First of all, habitat loss. Habitat andre exactly write down something. Loss of shola grasslands due to overgrazing. Another threat is monoculture plantations. Monoculture plantations ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದೇ ವಿಧವಾದಂತ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ದೆನ್ ಆ ಎಕೋಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ monoculture plantations, hydro projects, dam construction, habitat loss, loss of grasslands, loss of these grasslands. And one more thing, Nilgiri Thar is state animal of Tamil Nadu. Remember, it's very important. State animal of Tamil Nadu. I will explain one last small topic. ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ ನೀಲಗಿರಿ ತಾರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ? IUCN ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, endangered. Okay, now let us understand this last very small topic, air glow. What is this air glow? We will understand because in Atacama Desert in Chile, there is a desert called Atacama. Okay, this is considered as very driest desert in the world. Okay, the name of the desert is what? Atacama Desert. Yeah, what happened? What is the name of this desert? Atacama Desert. Where is this located? It's located in a country called Chile, which is South American country. Okay, this is what? This country is South America. Gota. There is Brazil, Colombia, right? Ecuador. There's Argentina, etc. So this country is here. Coastal country. So ಈ country on desert ಇದೆ. ಆ desert ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳಿ? Atacama Desert. This is considered as one of the driest desert in the world. Okay, so pure desert ನೋಡಬಹುದು Atacama Desert ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಅಟಕಮಾ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅವರ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಟಕಮಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಟಕಮಾ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ಏರ್ ಗ್ಲೋ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೈ. ಈ ಅಟಕಮಾ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೈ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಕೈ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏರ್ ಗ್ಲೋ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಏರ್ ಗ್ಲೋ? ಹೆಸರೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ? ಏರ್ ಗ್ಲೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಏರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಗ್ಲೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿಂಚೋದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಶೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಗೋದು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ this phenomena is called air glow, where atoms in the air molecules emit certain lights. Okay, so creating that glow kind of visibility or scene, that is called air glow. So why it happens? Air glow ಏನಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? In the upper atmosphere, in the upper atmosphere, all the atmospheric molecules or elements like oxygen, nitrogen, whatever it is, when when they interact with UV radiations, ultraviolet radiations from sun, they absorb that UV radiation energy, right? And electrons in that emit electrons in those atoms or elements absorb energy, and excess energy they need to emit. UV radiation ಅಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅವು ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದಾವಂದ್ರೆ they must emit back the light just to shed the extra energy they are possessing. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ ನಾನು, ಹಂಗೆ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಶೆಡ್ ಇಟ್, ದೇ ಎಮಿಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈಟ್ just to shed their excess energy. So when they shed their excess energy, it comes in the form of this light, and this will bring this glow. Understanding this? So basically, this, what is air glow? Air glow is this light display in the upper atmosphere, right, which is created when ultraviolet radiations are absorbed by air molecules there and excess energy is emitted out. When excess energy from ultraviolet radiation absorption is emitted out, it will create a light display. That is called air glow. Air glow naturally ಇವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಫೇಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ. It is very faint and we cannot generally observe it with naked eye. If we see it in telescopes and all, we can see it, especially in night time, we can see this glow in the night sky using telescopes. Air glow is always present. Okay, but sometimes this becomes so apparent. ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ನೇಕೆಡ್ ಐಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ. So such a phenomena has been seen in Atacama Desert night sky. Is it clear? Have you understood what is air glow? Now similar phenomena occurs. ಇದೇ ತರ ಲೈಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫೆನೋಮೆನಾ ಯಾವುದು? ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ಲೈಟ್ಸ್, ಸದರ್ನ್ ಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಾ? ಕೇಳಿಲ್ವ ಹೆಸರು? ಅರೋರಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಹೆಸರು? Yes, aurora is also similar phenomena. What is the difference between auroras and air glow? They can ask you in prelims. Auroras are important. Mains ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ aurora ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ UPSC ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ auroras ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ. How auroras are formed, something like that. Yeah, you are close to that. Auroras are the result of, no, auroras ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಏರ್ ಗ್ಲೋಗೂ ಅರೋರಾ ಏನೇನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಏರ್ ಗ್ಲೋ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಅರೋರಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಸ್ಕೈ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಏರ್ ಗ್ಲೋ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಕರ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೈ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಏರ್ ಗ್ಲೋ ಏನಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸನ್ ಇಂದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಈ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯುವಿ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯುವಿ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಏರ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಗ್ಲೋ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಏರ್ ಗ್ಲೋ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುವಂತ ಅರೋರಾಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸನ್ ಇಂದ ಬರುವಂತ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಯೋನೋಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಅಯೋನೋಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಭೂಮಿದ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ionosphere of Earth's atmosphere and basically charged particles from sun and charged particles from Earth, they interact. Due to the interaction, there will be colorful light display. That is aurora. Difference in ಹೇಳಿ, ಇದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, UV ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ. ಇದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಇದು ಪೋಲಾರ್ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು. Okay, so detailed explanation for auroras and all you have to study in your geography basics. Is it clear? So you want me to dictate what is air glow? No need? Okay, then we will wind it up. So we have completed how many topics? 4 topics. First topic in detail we have done, where comprehensively you must have understood how river water disputes are resolved and how interstate river waters are managed and operated, right? So let me ask you some of the basic questions first. Whose duty it is for the development of interstate rivers? Whose duty it is for the development of a dam construction, a dam project which has impact on several states? central government. Entry 56 of Union list empowers central government to regulate and develop interstate river waters, right? Whose duty it is for the water supply, irrigation, and canal projects within a state government. Okay. So water supply is a state subject. Irrigation is a state subject. Central government only when there is interstate river water development project. Only then central government. Okay. For development of interstate rivers, river boards can be set up. River boards can be set up for the development of interstate rivers. So who has authority to set up interstate river water boards? Not parliament, central government. Central government can establish interstate river water boards. Now central government gets this power from parliament because parliament is enacted Act in 1956. That is what Interstate River Water Boards Act. Okay, that act of parliament has given central government the power to establish boards anytime if it wants to. Okay. Next, in case of dispute between two states in terms of sharing of river waters, who has the authority to resolve the dispute? Central government. Central government sets up tribunals under Interstate River Water Dispute Act of 1956. Interstate River Water Dispute Act of 1956. So ultimately, it is the responsibility of the parliament to resolve interstate river water disputes. While doing that, parliament can exclude Supreme Court also. Supreme Court. Okay. This has been given in which article? Don't forget that article 262. Article 262. Elrigu nenpaagbeku. Next, current news is related to sharing of water between Punjab and Haryana. So issue gotaita 1966 kalli Haryana separated from Punjab. Haryana became a new state. After it became a new state, it is a water deficit region. Hence, there are some agreements happened in Punjab and Haryana government for water sharing, especially river waters of Bias and Satluj. Okay, so for that, river water board was set up by central government. Okay, and there was also started this Satluj Yamuna link project. But later on, issue enaito Punjab government denied completing those projects. Correct? Punjab government denied completing those projects. So which created dispute between Punjab and Haryana. So recently, this board, Bias, what is that? Bhakra Bias Management Board. This board has ordered Punjab government to release extra 4,500 cusecs of water to Haryana, which the Punjab government is opposing. This is the issue currently going on. Okay. You know, there is Pong Dam, Bhakra Dam. Pong Dam in Himachal Pradesh, Bhakra Dam at the border of Himachal and Punjab. You know all of this? So this is the first topic. Second topic we had done was Nilgiri Tar. Vizhinjam seaport. Okay. Important. This is India's first deep water transshipment port. Earlier, India used to dependent on ports like Colombo and Singapore, other countries for transshipment. But now we have developed our own transshipment facilities in Vizhinjam, which is Thiruvananthapuram, which is at Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. It is naturally deep because generally western coast is submerged coast. You should connect like that. Okay. So already there are 13 major ports in India. So you should port again basics. So currently focus only on this. So this port is important because it is statistically located near to that international ship route. Okay, trade route near it with just few kilometers, like 10-15 kilometers. And this is India's first semi-automated port because we are using AI technologies for cargo handling and for managing the vessel traffic, ship traffic. Okay, and also this is a PPP project. Okay, the port is operated by Adani. Adani, that SEZ. Adani, what is full form? You can go and see it. Have you understood this? Third topic is Nilgiri Tar. Nilgiri Tar is, it's a species, it's an endangered species. Okay, endemic to Western Ghats. Endemic to Western Ghats, Nilgiri region, mainly Nilgiri region. It's a state animal of Tamil Nadu. and it is an endangered species which whose habitat is shoal of grasslands. Okay. Yeah, rest of the things, third topic, lastly, we have, in brief, we have discussed about air glow and auroras. You know the difference now. If they ask you, they will definitely try to compare these two, because these two are similar phenomena, but there is difference. The first difference here is the air glow is always it continuous. It is due to interaction of these UV radiations and these air molecules, whereas auroras are the result of interaction of charged particles from sun and the earth. Okay. ಸೂರ್ಯನಿಂದ ಬರುವಂತ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಎರಡು ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅರೋರಾ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೋಪ್ಫುಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಿಸ್. We will start the class at 10:45 or 10:50. Okay. And how many of you have written answers? ಇವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ವಾ? So this has become a habit for you. Online students. Sanika and Vanita.